you get wrecked. That's revenge right there. These guys can get wrecked just because free health. Oh no, actually we're not getting free health. Have I mixed up cherries? Oh yeah, I changed them at some point, didn't I? Yeah, we definitely want takers back on. What would we have been using in that last slot? Blessed Blue, probably. But then which is more important? A bit of HP, stamina, and equip load? Or a huge amount of damage reduction? Probably that. Generally, I find those defensive talismans are just the best bet. Oh god, now we've got these rafters, haven't we? That weren't fun for anyone. Well, they weren't fun for Lulu because she was going for that particular item, but if we don't need that item, how much of these rafters do we need to worry about? Is the question. Oh good, something just died. We like that. Come on, bat. Don't fuck on me. Good. Assuming we just want to traverse this place as swiftly as possible. What do we need to do? I mean, we'll also pick up free items if they're just, like, hanging about. But do we need to take that lift that's next to the Fire Knight anyway? And if so, are we going to be required to face that Fire Knight? Because they are a frickin' nightmare. Maybe we'll give them a good blast of the glintstone nails and just see how that works out for anyone. Wrath from afar, yep. Got a lot of runes to be futzing about with, but... Or do we just drop off there? Whee! Maybe we don't need to worry about that Fire Knight at all. Although I can't see a lot to do from down here, so... But maybe at least we can annoy that Fire Knight from down here. Get its attention. Can we hit you from here with glintstone nails? No, the range isn't amazing, it seems. Can we hit you from here with rock sling? I mean, not if we lose lock on. We had lock on, now it's gone. Why is that? Now, is there anywhere we can safely get to from here? Vertigo. Shouldn't have looked down. Where was that spot that we had lock on, and why can't we get it again? What if we just fire a charged comet in that general direction? No. Heck with it. Right, so we're down here. This is probably not the place to be. We could jump onto that elevator. And then jump onto there. Yeah, we'll see how the glintstone nails get on against these lads. Good damage. You're getting close, are you? Get dead. Just about. Oops, I accidentally used the wrong class. So now we've used up Twiggy, and if we die horribly down here somewhere, then we're a bit buggered. There's no hidden doors. There's no physical doors. There's a rune of an unsung hero though. And there's no... Oh, there's the other lift. Good. Excellent. Now, of course, we've got that knight on us. And we've got a bat on us. Bat got us. But yeah, Twiggy saved the day. Excellent. Good. That's bats dealt with again. Yep. Except for that one. How best to deal with that one? Rock Sling. Who'd have thought it? Maybe a bit of Comet, but it's not looking like a good time. So we've got a ladder down here. Let's take that. Rather than worry about our flaming friend. And this might actually be the way we need to go. Good. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that Fire Knight then. That's the best news I've had all day. Now, let's see if I actually needed to come this way, because there's a couple of spots, and I know that one of them has a secret bit that we've missed to date. I'm not sure, though, if it's the Gaia spot or if it's the Shadow Tree Avatar spot, so that's why I've come down this way to get the Gaia spot. So here we are, we're at the Gaia spot. I think this is the one. It's one of those things I accidentally stumbled on whilst poking the wiki. And I don't really mind being spoiled on this, because otherwise how was I to know anything? Let's have a look. So yeah, we get a fragment. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. Gesturing, oh gesturing, then hidden path ahead. Lovely. So that back message is probably the most useful of the two there, so we'll applaud that. And let's get on our Oh Mother and see what happens. There we go. Cool. New content awaits. Where is this? And is there a boss fight as soon as we step outside? I mean, this is beautiful. Elden Ring DLC and beautiful shocker. More at 11. It's got a sight of grace. Shadow view. Now. Cool, so that's all this sort of area by the look of it. That's the Hinterland site, Grace. Where did we see Shadowview before? Shadowview Cross. Way down there in Ulsus. Not where you'd expect it to be, if this area is in fact Shadowview. But we've got Sight Grace, so let's gamble and frolic and see what happens. So yeah, there's a view off the tree. Makes sense. There's some bears. We've no quarrel with the bear. But I want to get up top here. See what's about. It's another bear. And some sunflowers. Okay. Not much of anything. Such as how it can be in this DLC. Lots of play space for mod makers, perhaps. They could absolutely fill this place to bursting with hidden dungeons and nooks and crannies and new enemies. And I would be here for it. So we've got a bridge down there. Yeah, we've not seen that bridge before. Doesn't seem to be much else on the go in this upper section. So let's just stroll past Bear Friend again. We've got a hole as well, a fissure of some sort. Not the fissure, just a fissure. What's that? Oh, bloody hell. It's Tree Sentinel. What are you doing here? How do we want to fight you? On foot? With ons? Yes, with ons is part of the answer. Come on, use. Yep, get back in the fight, you chump. I've confused it by running away. Good. Ow. Ouch. Did I run out of stamina or something? Try the new spell. Yeah, that's effective. Its range isn't amazing, but it's effective. Sweet. Enemy failed. Now, there was a second one though, wasn't there? Come on, Yosh, keep up. Okay, it's good, alright? Oh, Jesus. It's got a shield. And it can parry my magical attacks, apparently. So it doesn't seem to have the stance damage of Rock Sling. And it can whip out that shield at any moment, which is great. So yeah, how good is this spell? Is Rock Sling still the superior choice? Maybe. But Tree Sentinels are no match for Yosh. And it looks like they were both connected to one fight, because I think we only got runes after we beat them both. So it's cool to know that you can take them on one at a time, but that you do have to take both on in the same life, it seems. So let's have a poke further in. No thank you. Whatever you're up to out there, we'll just stay in here until it stops. Now. Yeah. Burned books. That's what you might expect from Midra's library. Not from a regular library, but yeah, definitely Midra's. And that ladder feels to me like a ladder that you climb up when you've failed the parkour challenge and you've fallen down to the lower floor. I feel like we don't want to be on the lower floor if we can avoid it. Or if there's treasure that can only be got by dropping down, like that, for example. Although, is it just going to be a grape? It's probably just going to be a grape, isn't it? Praise the bow. I do have a bow. There is a fat lad down there and a skinny lad. There doesn't seem to be much else in this direction. So maybe we do have to drop down, but then... Indecision. Hup. Shadow Realm Rune 7, very nice. Now, these lads are kind of aware that something's going on. What are they? They're Inquisitors. So are they sent here to get all Inquisition on Midra's ass? And then he responded by going full Flame of Frenzy and generally ruining their day. Could be the case. Now, does that take us back? Yeah, it does. That's our Site of Grace. Excellent. Thanks, Ghost. So this way will lead up to the parts of the library that we couldn't get to, I think. Onto a lever. What will that do for us? Ah, it's moving a bookcase out. Okay. So now we can get across from our upper level. So let's make this jump again. And then this one. Now what? Is it straightforward? It's a little hop, and a little skip, and a little jump. And progress can be made. So we didn't praise the bow, we're just pressing on. Is that going to cost us? I don't like those fat lads. I'll tell you that for nothing. Nanaya's torch. So this was Midra's wife? Partner? Yeah. She was the lady of the manse. He was the master, so yeah. Her torch is a Flame of Frenzy torch by the look of it. In a distant land, in an age long past, was born a man who failed to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. All that remains of him is cradled gently by Nanaya. So you can use the torch to spit out Frenzied Flame. Cool. Now, is there anything else around here that we can do? Or do we have to drop down and deal with Fat Boy? Let's just check for any further illusions. I didn't hear anything pop off. Kind of don't want to deal with Fat Boy. I've dealt with them before and it didn't go well, but I guess we should go for him at some point. Maybe we take out Skinny first, if we can. Although we've only got 14 arrows left, so... There we go. Good enough. Now. Okay, maybe you're not so bad. My first encounter with you was in the middle of a boss fight, so that's what scared me a bit. And you've dropped the Spirit Ash. Excellent. So yeah. Maybe they're not so scary after all. Oh, there is another item down there. Very well. Can we get to it from here? Mayhap. Cool. So, if this is just the end of the library... Yeah, this is the bit that we could have comfortably reached before. So if that's the case, why did we have to open up the illusory wall? If we could have just climbed these stairs and got to this point. I guess the illusory wall was just to allow us access to the torch. And we could have just ignored the torch if we didn't want it and gone this way. That feels right. Oh, there's a second one behind me. There's a third one. Oh, probably didn't even need that flask. Cool. So now we're in what? Midra's workshop? Midra's lab? It's as destroyed as the rest of the place. And another site, Grace. Second floor chamber. Okay, you're not giving us any further clues as to what this might be. Kick ladder. Good. So we've got a shortcut to here from down below. And another spirit ash. Where is down below exactly? Right, so if we come into the library and immediately drop down, we can turn around. Yeah, that's our first sight of Grace, isn't it? Cool, so we are once again back at this room with the illusory wall. And now with the ladder. Whole lot of shortcuts in this little manse. I like it. I like it a lot. And the creepy music, the atmosphere. It's a terrible, terrible place, and I enjoy it. Didn't enjoy that though. It's like every time we come back to this main room where that guy was like, "It's mad, bugger off." We just get more of that nonsense. Got our wondrous physic ready. Because this could be a boss.
The depths of your foolishness!
Are you a boss? No, you're just a dude. Okay. Okay, that just annoyed him. It didn't finish the job. Is that one of those barbed spears sticking straight through his head?
I have endured more than enough.
Like the one we got from the Grand Inquisitor.
I ask you forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
That's messed up. Alright then. Let's go. Absolute mad lad. Midra, the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Get him, Ornis. Oh. Kind of hard to tell which way he's facing when his head is a giant fireball. we dodged some of that. I'm wary of my health getting too low because of madness. Ah, get fucked. Although, Ornis, please don't break people out of stagger. Yep. Jeez! How do we dodge that then? Dodged a few of those. Come on now, go for Ornis. This music's hype. Get crit, son. Now, I should probably be using my moon slashes as well. And he's down again. Oh, we could have got a crit off there. Ornis lad. Come on, Ornis. Oh, we did it. Good. Whew. I got a bit tight at the end. Remembrance of the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Sweet. So, Midra is bested. His manse, a burned out shell. But it was before we got here, to be fair. That's not our fault. Lots of runes gathered. So, the Remembrance. Midra is the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Power of its namesake, yeah. As the golden barbs inflicted eternal agony upon him, Midra held fast to Nanea's entreaty. Endure. The word was a curse. So yeah, the Inquisitors then came down here and found him. They were like, were they accusing him of using the Frenzied Flame already, or did he end up using the Frenzied Flame because of the tortures they put him through? And will we find out at any point? Either way, we're at 77 strength. We're only a few runes away from another level, so let's just knock that out. Excellent. Nearly basically capped out on strength and endurance for what we need. And vigor's pretty much capped out. So then, I don't know, dex, just to get a bit of extra damage out of our weapons? Because most of them are strength and dex based. Maybe. That's the discussion chamber. Yeah, discussion probably in heavy inverted commas there. But that was Midra's manse then. I think that might be it for the Abyssal Woods. That's pretty sick, all told. So now, I guess we find somewhere else to go. Do we explore some more of the Recluse's River? Because I'm sure there's stuff around here that we didn't do, isn't there?